as the Seahawks get set to match up with the... With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in off a loss which snapped an 8-game winning streak.
Something they haven't tasted very much in recent weeks, is it? Let's see how they jump back into the fray after losing a ball game.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be taken in at the 1. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. On the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Now a first down carry by Bell. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now here's Mahomes. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. A look now at the lineup defensively here for Seattle. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Buying time to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Good to see this man running again. Here's Chris Carson, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, They're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. In the football, that's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Derek Nottie makes the tackle. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 36 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. One quarter down here on a frigid December night. It's the Seahawks on top here early. We'll be back to Seattle right after this. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving.
Gotta go, hurry up, let's go. Hey, don't take forever, okay?
They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now Myers for the extra point. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Here we go. Green, 39.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but Felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Here's Matt Darr now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now it's Lockett. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look.
Went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On first down, Wilson flushed out right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask, 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Able to get away. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Damon Harrison. able to track him down for a loss of 13, and it'll bring up 4th down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Room to run past midfield. It's complete to Lockett. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Gordon. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Flush to his right. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Stop short, down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get all the way to the end zone. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Wilson being chased out left. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Chiefs now. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And he's got his man on the out route. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have recovered. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And here he'll be brought down 6. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Saquon Barkley, over 100 on the ground in the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. and they were losers in that one to the visiting Houston Texans. Deshaun Watson, excellent in the W, as his guys get victory number 12 on the year. And finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Dancing to his left. It's caught, blocked it, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And the tight end Olsen, right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson, 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down, here's Mahomes. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, Mahomes. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here we go. Green, 90. Green.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And that is is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
A gain of 32 that time.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after yardage? So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Steps away to his, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
Now a hit and a loose football. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second down, Wilson buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Here's Wilson to throw on second down. Escape, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks offense continues to pour it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This
But
one of our
she's
guys.
singing too.
No, she's singing.
She's on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind. But he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Mahomes now to throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now Mahomes. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score in special teams.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a 1st down.
And he'll be the one in the film session. If he's saying, hey, run that one back, coach. Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
More time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. didn't get much out of it.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Wilson wants to throw it out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Now Wilson on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Again, Wilson. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown as the blowout continues.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go now.
Mahomes now on first down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Butker on for the PAT. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's